This recording covers some of the year's digits and double declining balance depreciation methods, and it has a full year and partial year example. Okay, so Ezra Company purchased equipment on January 1st of year one with a cost of $469,000, salvage value of $40,000, giving us a depreciable base of $449,000. So some of the year's digits, you have to first calculate your denominator. The formula is n times n plus 1 over 2. So that's 12 times 13 divided by 2 is 78, because we have a service life of 12 years. So in the first year, which we're going to assume the first year is 2015, you take 12 over 78. So it's 12-year life. At the beginning there's 12 years left, so you start with 12 over the 78 times the depreciable base of $449,000, you get $69,077. Year two, now there's 11 years left, so it's 11 over 78 times depreciable base, gives you $63,321. In year three, there's 10 years left, so it's 10 over 78 times 449,000 gives us $57,564. Now, if the asset were actually purchased on March 1st, in the first year, we're only going to take 10 of the 12 months. So we'll take the $69,077 times 10 over 12, which gives us $57,564. That would be the depreciation for 2015. The remaining 2 months, which have a value of $11,513, will be put into 2016. And then the first 10 months of the year two. So think of these as years of ownership and these as fiscal years over here. So over here we have the fiscal years. So the second year of ownership falls into fiscal year 2015 and 2016. So 2/12 of year of ownership 1 and 10/12 of year of ownership 2 fall into fiscal 2016, giving us depreciation expense of $64,281. And then for the third year, 2017, it'll be 2/12 of year of ownership 2, 10/12 of year of ownership 3, added together to get you $58,523. Now, double declining balance is the only method we're talking about where you don't start with depreciable base. So we're going to take the full $469,000 because it's a double declining balance. The denominator here is the number of years that we're doing it, and it's a 2 in the top. So if we were looking for the percentage for straight line, it would be 1 over 2, or 1/12. And if we're doing double declining, it's 2 over 12, or 1/6. So 469,000 times 2 over 12 gives us depreciation expense for year one of $78,167. We need to know what the book value is to do the calculation in the next year. So we have a book value remaining of $390,833. So year two, we take that balance of $398.33, multiply it by 2/12 to get $65,139. Our book value at the end of year two is $325,694. We'll multiply that by 2 over 12 to get depreciation expense of $54,282. So these are the depreciation expenses if it were a full year, so a full fiscal year and a full year of ownership. Now, if we assume this happened on March 1st, we're going to have to, one way to do it is we can split it just like we did with some of the year's digits. So we'll take the first year of ownership, 10/12 of it will go to fiscal year 2015. The remaining 2/12 will go into fiscal year 2016. Okay, the first 10 months of ownership year two will go to fiscal 2016, and the remaining 2 months will go to fiscal year 2017. So for 2016, we end up with depreciation expense of $67,310. So for 2017, 2/12 of ownership year two, 10/12 of ownership year three is 56,092. Now with this one, you may also just go ahead and calculate it directly and you get the same number. So if for the first year of ownership I multiply that by 10/12, I'll get 65,139, which is the same as I had up doing the partial year. And if I then calculate the book value and use that book value when I calculate the next year, you'll see I had 67,310 when I took the portions, and I still have 67,310. For the new fiscal year, if I use the book value at the beginning of the year times the 2/12, I get 56,092. So this works either way, and it's fine to do it whichever one makes more sense to you.